Good morning, my star. Did you sleep well? I'm glad. I'd be disappointed in myself if you hadn't. Did you have good dreams? Safe and warm in my coils? Yes, my coils. The ones that have been holding you snug all night long, keeping you more sheltered and secure than any blanket could. Shh, 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 shh. No, stay calm. 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 I will not hurt you. I would never hurt you. I just wanted to hold you. Well, I'm afraid I got a little impatient. I intended to wait until morning when I could introduce myself to you properly, but you just looked so lovely lying there. My shining one, asleep, peaceful. So beautiful, my heart ached from it. How could I not join you? Shh. I can feel your heartbeat resounding through my scales. Are you truly so frightened? I promise you, little star, there is no need to be. Would it help if I tightened my coils, pressed you against my chest more securely? Would that make you feel safer? Yes, I think I shall do that. Come here. Feel my warmth against you and know that you are loved. No. No, hold still. No squirming. My scales are quite ticklish. Just hold still and feel my warmth. Still, your pulse races. I had many hours with which to harm you, if I willed it. Is that not enough to persuade you of my good intentions? Let you go? You mean release you? Why would I do that when I am finally close enough to make my dreams come true? Oh, I understand. I confess, I am a little hurt, but if it would make you more comfortable. Why did you want me away? Were my coils not comforting enough? Do you want me to hold you tighter next time? Perhaps I wasn't warm enough. If so, my apologies. Serpents are cold-blooded. I warmed myself on hot rocks for several hours before coming here, but if that wasn't long enough, I can... Oh, silly me. I forgot to introduce myself. It slipped my mind while I was trying to comfort you. I am Lamia. Yes, the Lamia. And I am here because I love you. Oh, I'm aware, but I have seen you, my star, shining brightly in the distance. Seen you, and decided that you are the one for me. Very astute of you. I was in your bed because I was beginning the courtship ritual, of course, showing you that I can guard you while you sleep and make you happy when you wake. To prove my devotion, I shall repeat this every night until you accept me, at which point we can switch to something more intimate than mere coiling. I confess I'm rather eager for that point, but I can be patient, and that is a discussion for later. Oh, you could reject me. I wouldn't take it poorly. But I am nothing if not persistent, and I will continue my demonstrations in this manner until you change your mind. No matter what, you shall never require any other blanket again. No, of course not. You wouldn't marry a woman who could be replaced by a sheepskin. I intend to offer you much more than my presence while you sleep. For instance, if you would follow me, would you rather I carry you in my coils? I am, of course, perfectly willing to. Unnecessary, then. Come, come. They're right outside. I had wished to show you these after breakfast, but I was expecting a much less apprehensive reaction, Starlight, so I think it will be best to show you your engagement gifts sooner rather than later, to give you a more complete picture of what I can do for you before you make any rash decisions. Yes, engagement. I have begun the courtship process. I believe I said this earlier. Until we get married. Well, it doesn't have to be soon. I am perfectly happy to wait, as long as I get to be near you while I do. Oh, there's no changing that. I can detail the rest of the courtship process shortly, though. For now, ta-da! As a demonstration of my goodwill and a token of my love, your enemies. You seem to be at something of a loss, my star. Understandably so, they are somewhat difficult to recognize in this state. Allow me to identify their remains. This one bullied you as a child and grew up to do even worse. I believe this one spread cruel rumors to your coworkers. He was the reason you had to quit your job. Now, this one I took special time with. She. Hmm? Their names are of little consequence, bright one. All that matters is their crimes against the one who is of consequence. You. You look uncomfortable. I can assure you they suffered precisely as much as they deserved. You have nothing to fear there. And the mortal authorities will never, ever find the rest of their bodies, so there is no worry of reprisal towards you. Even if there was, I would intervene. You are at no risk. So you are free to celebrate these plagues on humanity's collective demise. Does this not make a lovely engagement gift? The eradication of those who tormented you, who made you miserable? Well, I believe that is up to you to decide. Personally, I would mount their skulls on spikes outside your home, but I could understand if I I do not believe I understand. Is there some issue? Yes, my star. I killed them, exterminated them like the vermin they are. Isn't that just the most romantic thing? I get to establish immediately exactly how far I'm willing to go for you. What? You, you what? But why? Each one of them dealt you an immeasurable injury. They deserve this for their crimes, their sins. Those who would try to put out a star's light are guilty of the greatest sin of all, bright one. Because you are my star, of course. From the moment that I saw you, shining brightly and beautifully, lighting up my dark nights, but oh, so far away, so unattainable. In all my thousands of years, no one has ever drawn my eye like you. Perhaps it was when I saw what you did for that snake. Surely you remember? Although it was more than a year ago now, and such acts of kindness are as common for you as breathing, it seems. Perhaps it is only natural that you've forgotten. Are you sure you don't recall finding an injured snake on the road? Picking it up, taking it home, patching its wounds, and feeding it rodents from the pet store? Well, I remember. I witnessed it all. I'd been watching you because even then you shone in my eyes. But this was the first time I truly realized that your beauty inside was a match for your beauty outside. Of course, I continued watching you. I wanted to know as much as possible about my star. The better to bring you down to earth. No, bright one. I learned everything. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't worry. Nothing I saw horrified me or disturbed me or whatever it is you're worrying about. In fact, every little detail I learned about you only made me love you more. No, not at all. No one is perfect. Not even you, my star. But all of your little imperfections, I cherish them. I don't think I could love someone completely without fault, someone beyond human capability. For all your brilliance, all the light you bring to me, you have flaws, and I love you for them, not despite them. Do you understand? Yes, I truly, legitimately love you. Is there something I could do to make that more clear? If words, physical affection, and the corpses of your foes don't get the job done. Ah, yes, your enemies. I should have known we'd come back to that. You are upset? No, Shining One, I do not understand. They hurt you. So I hurt them in return. Is that not what lovers do? Protect each other? Nonsense. Execution of scum like this couldn't be more right. What? I will not understand these changes in morality if I live for another 1,000 years. Will I? Of course I am. These were your worst enemies, suitable to prove my love on the first day. Over the course of our relationship, I plan to do the same or worse to all others that wrong you. I thought I could start with the delivery man from 3 nights ago, the one who let your food get cold. What? What do you mean? But those who wrong you deserve to suffer. Uh, you being very adamant about this. If if this is what you desire, I suppose I can leave alive all but the worst offenders, but oh, come now, that's simply ridiculous. How am I supposed to? Fine, right one. No more killing, no matter how much they deserve it. For you. I love the fire you're showing, my star. This passion suits you. Oh? Back to silence? Shame. I must admit, the loss for words you've been at since you woke up is certainly adorable. Stammering confusion is not something I see often from you, but then waking up to a beautiful woman professing her love is a novel experience. It is a novel experience. Yes, this is the first time an event like this has happened. Good, good. Obviously, I knew there hadn't been any interlopers during the span I was observing you for. I made sure of it, in fact, but And one never knows what could have happened before I saw you for the first time. And you do think I'm beautiful, right? The most. Uh, um, well, naturally. How could I be anything less? My silken silver hair, my iridescent purple scales, my smooth skin and slender fangs. Any human who didn't say I was the most dazzling sight they'd ever laid eyes on would be fooling themselves. I love you, my star, my bright, shining, lovely, not so distant star. And soon you'll love me too. I'll make sure of it. Your nights will be full of cuddling and warmth. Your days will be full of affection and good food. Your enemies will meet swift, horrible demises, and I will shower you in devotion and adoration until the day you die. Ah, yes, speaking of good food, I'll get started on breakfast. If you want to go back to bed, you can. Or you could stay and let me coil you while I cook. I know which I prefer, but if you're not ready yet. All right then, Starlight. Fall back asleep. I'll be waiting for you, and so will your meal. The rest of our new life together will be ready for you.